Fujifilm's once renowned flagship camera, the X-Pro series, has seemingly been abandoned. Say what you will about how Fuji is secretly developing it on the back end, it's taken far longer than expected. Cameras that should have come after the X-Pro 4 we've gotten before, like the X-T5, the X100VI, and even the upcoming X-E5. Plus, any rumors of an X-Pro 4 usually just ends up being a different camera. People keep saying next year, next year, next year, but they said that every year prior as well. Last year, with the release of the XM5, I thought to myself, it might be finally time to give up. An X-Pro 4 ain't coming. Fujifilm's recent announcement of the X-E5 only further confirmed this for me. So why did this happen? The X-Pro series was by no means unpopular, and everyone nowadays seems to want a 4th gen. Well, let's dive into it. This is Fujifilm's abandoned camera line. The significance of the X-Pro series. Honestly, when I first began shooting Fujifilm, I didn't care that much about the X-Pro series. I liked the design and shape of the X100 cameras more, specifically the top part, which made it more like an even box. It was a silly thing to dismiss a camera just because of its looks, but hey, I'm human. So if I had to pick, it was the X100V all day, every day. But over the years, seeing the progression of Fujifilm cameras makes me sort of rethink. Because when compared to the other interchangeable Fujifilm options now, I'd place the X-Pro series first or second on my list. The shape of the X-Pro 3 has also grown on me a lot. You see, besides the form, utility, and function of the camera, the X-Pro line is Fujifilm, or maybe was Fujifilm. The first of its kind, the X-Pro 1 wasn't just another digital camera. Like the first gen X100, it had a hybrid viewfinder, allowing you to emulate a rangefinder style experience. Plus, with all the manual dials and controls, you could get a near film experience without the hassle of film. No one else was doing it quite like this except maybe Leica, which would cost you several grand more. That, combined with the developing film simulations, was almost Fujifilm's way of saying, this is what photography needs. Combining the positives of film and the convenience of digital was the point. Because in an era where cameras progressed to the tech side, Fuji chose to prioritize the experience. And they did so in a non-gimmicky way. These were real cameras, not toys. The X-Pro line wasn't just a couple of mirrorless cameras with manual controls and a nicer viewfinder. They were cameras representing a blend between the new and the old, as if to say, let's move forward without forgetting our past. The downfall. Despite the many rumors out there, we haven't gotten any real news of an X-Pro 4. Fuji hasn't quite announced its dismissal either, but I think that's just them keeping our hopes up. It feels like the X-Pro line is just there to keep us hoping and excited for each new camera, and then disappointment when we realize it's something else. You can contribute the downfall of the X-Pro series to several different things. One would be the controversy of the X-Pro 3. Its screen was divisive, as some saw it to be cool, others thought it was pretentious. Second would be the overwhelming success of the X100V, causing Fujifilm to think, we need to make more cameras like that. You could also argue that they're too expensive to make nowadays. The X-Pro 3 had partially titanium bodies. And since Fuji has shifted most of their production outside of Japan, it could be that the X-Pros cost too much to make. But at the end of the day, the X-Pro 4 is simply not a priority for them. I feel like nowadays they're looking to appeal to the broader film enthusiast hobbyist rather than the niche, more serious street photographer. I can't say I don't understand it, but I am a little sad by it. Because it's my opinion that their focus on niche appeal is what's made them so successful in the past several years. The X-Pro cameras were by and large street or documentary photography cameras. The manual controls, the hybrid viewfinders, the design and shape. The same applied for the X100 series. These are street photography cameras that coincidentally work really well for other genres. Because street photography requires you to be observant, candid, and opportunistic. Form, function, and size all play a role, and depending on where you shoot, it's going to be much tougher with a large DSLR. Manual controls means the ability to change your settings without looking at your screen. When combining these features and philosophies of a street or documentary approach to simple everyday photos, you get a blend of timeless and candid looking images. Your everyday life turns into more, and you begin to see the world in a different way. That's what I think was so special when photographing with these cameras. You can argue that other recent models can do the same thing, like the upcoming X-E5 or the recent XM5, but I think it's a different philosophy. And although investing in a next-gen X-Pro might seem like a waste of money, I think it could work out really well. So, even though it's probably not coming, I made an X-Pro 4 wish list. My X-Pro 4 wish list. Whatever the case, I think Fujifilm would have great success if they made the X-Pro 4 based on the X-Pro 2. I've only owned the 1 and 3, but the X-Pro 2 is widely regarded as that camera. It improved upon a lot of the problems in the X-Pro 1 and had a normal screen, making it a great workhorse for many street and professional photographers alike. So on the off chance that we do end up getting an X-Pro 4, this is my wish list. Keep the general build and aesthetic. Titanium isn't necessary, but it is cool, I guess. Add all the new gen sensors, processors, simulations, screen and viewfinder updates. Allow the ISO shutter speed dial to prop up like in the X106. IBIS would be neat, but honestly not necessary. A flush tilting screen like in the V or 6 would be really great. Or, if they want to go crazy, the screen of the X-T5 just more fluid and low profile like the 6 is. And please, don't just take and add a hybrid viewfinder to a different camera. It won't be the same. If they just did that, they'd have a really solid camera without having to do anything revolutionary. Of course, this might make the X-Pro 4 generic and like all other cameras, and I do appreciate the X-Pro 3 for being different. But that might be what the X-Pro line needs right now. But what do I know about product development? I'm just a guy who takes pictures and talks to cameras. All in all, the X-Pro series is a series of cameras that holds a special place in many people's hearts. Beyond just the simple mechanics and use of the cameras, the series represents the company's values and brand as a whole for the past decade. And they fill a niche that seems to prioritize not only quality of photos, but user experience, unafraid to go in a direction that other companies were. Perhaps that's why they're being so careful about it, because they know what it means and they don't want to release a dud. But the longer it takes, the harder it gets, and it seems the priority now is expensive everyday cameras with half the functions. Currently, I don't have any hopes for an X-Pro 4 to be released soon, but I wouldn't be surprised if with great irony an X-Pro 4 is announced shortly after this video is published, which I wouldn't be too mad at that, honestly. I think there's still a chance here, and if Fuji makes the right move, could make a lot of enthusiasts happy. And who knows, it might appeal to more people than they think. So I hope you found this somewhat interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you want to learn more and build a solid foundation with photography, check out Photography Essentials. It's free. We also have new prints up, limited merch, and photography zines available in the links down below. Thanks for watching. Happy shooting. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.